Good day, dear students. I am Alimova. I am an English teacher of the National University of Uzbekistan, named after Mavzu. And can you guess what topic are we going to conduct today? Yes or no? Okay. Do you like sport? What kind of sport do you like? What do you know about the sport in England? Today, our topic is about the popular English sports and games. Let's start our lesson. As you know, this country is a sports-loving nation, and when they are neither playing nor watching games, they like to talk about them and to discuss the major sporting competition as the greatest events of the day. As you know, the British people they can easily name their most favorite sport. They may be named football, cricket, and tennis, though many of them go in for golf and hockey, athletics, and climbing, and rugby, and rowing. Horse racing, dog racing, and motor racing are also among the most popular sports in Great Britain. Britain invented and developed many of the sports and games which are now played all over the world. Association football or soccer is one of them. As you know, this country is a football lover country. There are a lot of football clubs, and the fans of these clubs, for example, Manchester United, Barclays, Chelsea, and other football clubs. As an organized game, it appeared in the middle of the 19th century, but in fact, the game is much older. Probably Roman soldiers brought it to England 2,000 years ago. Really interesting. Football or soccer. Most British cities and towns have a football team. Every year, each team plays in football association competitions. The two best teams play in the cup final at the Wembley Stadium near London, which holds 100,000 spectators. Some fans pay up to $250 for a ticket. It's really expensive for the cup final. It is one of the biggest sporting events of the year. Let's talk about another popular game which was appeared in 1859. When a teacher at the rugby school, while playing football, he decided that it would be better to pick up the ball and run with it. That's why the game took the name of rugby or rugger. Look. The rules of the game are different from football. They are 15 or 13 players instead of 11 in a football team. The ball is oval, not round, and the player is allowed to take the ball in his hand and run with it. He may also attack his opponent, hold him by the shoulders or by the legs. Rugby is a violent game, and it's highly popular in many regions of the country, especially in Wales. And the next popular national game is cricket. Cricket is England's national summer game. It is not only played in England, but it is played in India also. It appeared in the 18th century. There are two teams of 11 players. One man is a bowler, throws the ball, and the batsman hit it with his bat. Cricket is a very long game. The most important match can last from 1 to 5 days. It's really long. Next game is golf. Golf is another kind of sport that is truly British. The game is played by striking a ball with a special golf club around a golf course with the 18 holes. It is a game of rich people. Golf players should push the ball into a hole in the ground with the few strokes as possible. You need a special field for this game, so golf is rather expensive, as I mentioned above. Now it is played mostly in the private clubs and in the sport of the rich. We also have in Uzbekistan a golf club in Tashkent. Next game is lawn tennis, which was also born in England at the end of 19th century. The game soon spread all over the world, and as you know, every summer in June, the biggest international tennis tournament takes place in Wimbledon near London. It's really amazing, but most tennis players dream to play in this Wimbledon's tennis court. The next one, horse racing. Some people say that horse racing is the king of sports in Great Britain, and others call it the sport of the kings. Only rich people can afford to go in for this kind of sport, and only rich can afford to buy tickets for the most famous races. Okay, next slide is about the swimming. I think everybody likes swimming, and swimming is also very popular, not only in Great Britain but in Uzbekistan and all over the world. The British think that swimming pool is one of the most beneficial sports. Millions of people enjoy swimming both as a recreational activity and as a competitive sport. Rowing is the most popular of all kinds of sports at the oldest English universities. The university boat race is a traditional sporting competition between Oxford and Cambridge, which is held on the Thames every spring. It is a really dangerous kind of sport. The British people, they are very sporting people. About 50% of the population of the United Kingdom, and some 29 million adults and 7 million children participate in some sport or recreational activities. Among the most popular sporting activities are also walking, hiking, snooker, billiards, darts, athletics, squash, and cycling. Snooker and darts. This is the dart. Snookers. Squash. Two people, yes, play. This was the lesson about the popular sport and games. And now you have a full information about the English sport and games. Thank you for your attention.